Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey guys, welcome if you're new with the channel if you're maybe. Anyway, so today's video is going to be a life update. I did say that I was gonna give you guys a life update in my weekly vlog, but you guys won't see this. You guys won't see that video until after you've seen this video anyways. So it's perfect. So a little update on my life. Let's get right into it. So as of recently, I guess starting in October, I had felt very down and no longer wanted to be a part of this earth, and which caused me to, I guess, feel the need to contact my family, because I've always been the strong one. I've always been the one that never says, help me, I need help, or anything like that. I've always been the one offering help, but never asking for help. And whenever I did get help, I'd always feel terrible. Like, I would tell myself I could have done it. I could have done it by myself. I would always tell myself that I could have done that myself. I didn't need to ask that person for help. And most of the times it would get like shoved in my face whenever I asked for help. So that's why I just never wanted to ask for help until recently in October of 2024. I was like, you know what, like, I don't want to be here anymore. I feel like there's no point in living. I'm in physical pain, and I've been to countless doctors. No one's telling me what's going on. I mean, they just can't figure out what could be causing the pain. I just been dealing with this pain for a year now, and not knowing what's going on with your body is the worst thing that could happen to you, which led me to a very, very dark path. And I went into like a spiral of, I guess you could say I went into deep depression. I no longer wanted to go out. I didn't care for my appearance much. And I think you guys saw it. You guys saw a little bit of it in my vlogs. Like, I just didn't care anymore. And from there, I I don't know, I just got out that snap. I snapped out of it, I guess you could say, a little bit temporarily. And I had things to be happy about. I didn't want to just dwell on the negative. Yes, I was having physical issues, but I had people who cared about me, like my younger siblings, my mother. Being around them, moving back into my mother's house, made it where I can just, like, I guess, appreciate the little things I had in life, you know. Not a lot of people have their mothers still alive. Not a lot of people still have their fathers still alive. Not a lot of people have siblings that they can go to, you know. My younger siblings, yes, they're like 13, 14 years younger than me, but speaking to them brought light into my eyes. Making videos with them on my channel brought me joy. Spending money on them, buying them things, spoiling them, taking care of them, you know, bonding with them, playing games with them brought me joy. I had card games with them because I just been like trying to make sure the bills were getting paid and trying to get employment. I had to like focus on me, and yeah, and I'm sure they're fine though. I've spoken to them already. They're like, just focus on you, because they know that if I'm okay, they're okay, you know. Like, I'm basically the second parent. I take care of everything, so I had to make sure I was okay. And I was watching a lot of videos on TikTok speaking on how if a mother is not happy or content, then the kids would suffer. So they're saying, as parents, as a mother, you should focus on yourself, make sure you're okay, your mental health, everything's okay. And I started taking that into consideration. Like, I really do need to focus on myself and take care of myself, so I could be the best version of myself for my younger siblings, you know, be there for them. And I started feeling like a failure, you know, and Like, I was like, they have no one to look up to. I remember my sister telling me that within our family, we have nobody to look up to. Like, no one who's successful in the career field, who's doing big things, you know, in our immediate family, you know. And it had me thinking, like, I'm about to be 25. I've done nothing with my life that other than take care of my family, and you know, that was a good thing I did in my life for other people. But when it comes to myself, I haven't done anything but be abused, misused, and mistreated. So I instantly just wanted to like fix that, because we should have someone to look up to, but because we don't, at least we should take it upon ourselves to be someone that the younger generation can look up to, which is why I started taking my YouTube seriously, because my dream was always to be a YouTuber, real estate agent, and a teacher. And I started the teaching process. Like, I was working at a school, being a teacher assistant. I loved it. I have 7 years experience of being a teacher for pre-K. I didn't work for a district until the last 2 years I worked there, but 5 years before that, I worked for like private schools, daycares. I was the teacher, you know, solely. I had like 12 kids to myself, you know, and I know how to teach kids. If I really wanted to, I could pursue teaching. Like, I've worked with ages 6 weeks old to 12-year-old. Like, I till middle school basically. I can work with any grade level basically. I'm very grateful for my experience and my diligence in wanting to get this done. Guys, it's like 4 in the morning. Sorry about my voice, but I just had to come on here and speak to you guys. It could not wait till I woke up in the morning. But because of that, I really wanted to be part of my career field, so I got into the teaching career field. I was satisfied, I was happy, but then because of my things that have happened at work and everything, I went into like deep depression, you know, plus my body health issues. I realized I don't want to be in a relationship this year at all. I don't want to be talking to anybody. I was talking to somebody. I mean, I still kind of am, but I have to cut it. I have to cut it off in the morning. I just don't think I'm mentally ready for anything. Even though it's been a year that I've been single and out of my most recent situationship, I still feel like I'm not ready. Like, I still have things to work on. But I do want to be somebody that my siblings can look up to, which it seems like I'm doing the right thing right now. Like, being focused on my YouTube, being a teacher temporarily, you know, teacher assistant, and hopefully I can get my real estate license. You know, those are the 3 things I want to do in my life. I want to do real estate on weekends and work my regular job Monday through Friday, like being a teacher, and then when I get off work, I want to record my YouTube videos. So, like, I want to do all 3, and I feel like I can do it all, you know. So, and it made me so happy to see that I motivated my younger siblings to want to do I motivated my younger sister to start her YouTube channel. You know, I helped her edit her first video because no one helped me, but you know, I showed her how to do her thing, and now she's flourishing now, you know, which I will also link her channel down below in my description box down below. But also, the 12-year-old wants to be a YouTuber. My little brother wants to be a streamer because I told him I want to do streaming eventually. Once I get my equipment together and everything, I definitely want to do streaming too. So when I hear these things, you know, when I hear these things from my younger siblings, it just makes me so happy because I know I'm on the right path and I'm going to the right direction. So that's what made me want to. That's what prompts me to want to start therapy. So therapy. I started therapy. last week. My first therapy appointment was last week, and I'm not gonna lie, it went great. My first session was great. I really enjoyed talking about it. We didn't really talk too much. She was just like having me tell about myself. And well, I was diagnosed with so before I tell you guys my diagnosis, it's so funny because my family has been saying it for years, but they think I have OCD, ADHD, maybe bipolar, maybe even autistic a little bit, right? And I was in so much denial about the autistic and the ADHD, because I was like, there's no way, there's just no way I have that, right? And lo and behold, I was diagnosed with, I have ADHD, I have OCD, and body dysmorphia and depression. And when I told my mom this, she was like, that's a lot. I was like, I know. I know. I don't even know how in God's green earth was I able to endure so much when it came to these past 3 years, when it came to like making sure my family was okay and closing CPS cases because of just, you know, terrible circumstances, you know. And it wasn't even like anything like big. It wasn't like abuse or anything. It was more just like my little brother was running away, and because of my mom's schizophrenia, she didn't know when he left the house, he would just run out of the house. So they made a case about that. And then my sister was also diagnosed with schizophrenia, and whenever she was in her episode, she would call the cops because there was no food in the house. But there was food in the house. It was just that food you had to cook. So it was just like a lot of things that was going on that was just driving me crazy. So my therapist said she doesn't know how I was able to endure all that without breaking down. I guess October was my breaking point. That's when I broke down. Me being physically unable to maneuver normally, be able to maintain a job, bring in funds to provide for my family, my car breaking down, losing my job, my relationship going to shits. It was just, I guess I had reached my breaking point, you know? And that's what it had to, I guess, for me, I feel like this is more so like a blessing in disguise, because God wanted me to sit. You know when they say sometimes God sits you down and strips you from all of your lively humanly things so that he can bless you, and you know, and that's what I think is about to happen. I feel like God put me in hermit mode so that I could be prepared for my new identity, whatever it may be, you know, my new future, my new life that's about to happen. I don't know. I'm just manifesting my dream car. I hope I can get my dream car, but if I can't get my dream car, it's okay. It's okay. I just need a working vehicle, whether it's a sedan or an SUV. I prefer SUV, but I'm obsessed with sedans. But SUV would be more reasonable because of the fact that, like, of I have to take my siblings to places and everything. But here I am going off track. But back to my diagnosis. It makes sense now that I think about it. But yeah, and when the therapist told me that, because I told her that my family has been thinking that I have ADHD or I'm autistic, and I don't see it. I think it's more so bipolar and maybe seasonal depression. She was like, I don't think you're bipolar. And I was like, okay, well, let's talk about it. So me and her discussed everything, and I'm not gonna say every single thing in detail, but we discussed a lot of stuff. And she said, from the things you're telling me, I would like to diagnose you with ADHD, OCD, and body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia because even when I was skinny in 2023, I was at my favorite body shape. Okay, like I had decent, my breast size was like a good size that I like. I think my breast size was like a 36, 34 double D or a D, and I had a flat belly, and I was in shape. I loved myself. I still love myself till this day. I just loved my appearance. But at the same time, I kept thinking I was fat, which is what the body dysmorphia came into play when I told her that. And she was like, well, then that makes sense, because you know, skinny, fat, whatever. When I'm skinny, I think I'm fat. When I'm fat, I think I'm a walrus. And it's unfortunate. And I think that it pertains to like my childhood. I feel like I was always criticized and nitpicked at all my flaws. I remember when I was 8 years old, my aunt's ex-husband, but it was her current husband at the time. I think it was 2000. I met him in 2011, so I was actually 11 years old. I keep saying 8 years old, but I was 11 years old. And I remember him saying that I would be the last one to get married within my siblings because I'm dark-skinned. I'm brown-skinned, guys. But that started an insecurity that to this day, not to this day, as of 2023, after 2023, I no longer cared about that. I no longer considered that as an insecurity. I love my skin tone. But it played a part, right? In me hating my skin. Because it was always nitpicked at. And then at 17, 18, I was nitpicked for my high cheekbones by my aunts. And when I was younger than 11, I was nitpicked for my Asian eyes, or almond eyes, by my mom. I feel like my mom was my first ever bully. And then at school, they made fun of me for my height. I was really short. I think I was 4'11" till I was 18. And then when I became 20 is when I ended up being 5 foot. But I was always a short, petite girl growing up. I was never a big girl. I was always petite. But even when I was petite, I thought I was a big, fat Oompa Loompa. So I think all that played a part in my insecurity. Plus, when I was 18, 19 to 20, I was with my ex, who was always cheating on me with women who were the opposite skin tone as me. This was a white guy who was cheating on me, a black girl, with white women, Hispanic women. That's basically most of it, white and Hispanic women. And I just thought to myself, like, it made me very insecure when it came to whenever I'm out in public. And even after I left the guy, when I'm out in public and I'm with one of my girlfriends and they're not my skin tone, I always felt like the ugly Betty. Not because I was ugly, but just because I'm my skin tone, you know? Even though people gravitated towards me, asked for my number, I just felt like, I always felt like I was going to be the last person to be picked. And I think a lot of black girls feel this way. A lot of girls of my skin tone feel this way. And it sucks, but that's how society is. They're Hispanic and white women, Asian women, Middle Eastern. Any woman is not our skin tone is more favored than us. And that's just the truth. And when I came to the realization that it is okay, there is someone out there who loves my chocolate goodness, okay? That's when I realized, like, forget it, you know? I was like, forget it. I'm beautiful. I started embracing myself, but I still have the dysmorphia of my body. I no longer hate my skin tone, but I hate my body. And I'm working on it. And she said through therapy we'll discuss that. So that's one life update. I'm in therapy now. And although I don't have that much childhood trauma to get through, because I already did therapy when I was 18, 6 months of therapy to take care of extreme childhood traumas that I will not talk about on here, but they were very extreme. Like, it was really bad. I talked about that already, so I don't need to discuss that with my new therapist. But yeah, as for my health, they wanted to continue doing more testing. They wanted to do another set of ultrasounds in 3 months. That was in July. So in October, I have an appointment with my doctor, my gynecologist, to see if there's any changes in my body or whatever. And then I have an appointment with my primary care doctor this month. It's on the 25th, I believe. So they're gonna check. She wanted to check my blood. They did blood work. It was really hard to get my blood, as you guys will see in my weekly vlog. It was hard. I was crying when they did it because I suffer from small veins. I have abnormally small veins, so it's hard to collect blood from my body, basically. So they had to get it from here, my arm. Till this day, I still have my arm still kind of sore. My vein hurts. I don't know if it's because I've been working now and the veins are getting bigger. Because one of the nurses did tell me that if you lift weight, your veins will grow. So that's what I've been doing to help with that. But yeah, they just did a bunch of testing. They still don't know what the hell is causing the pain that I've been experiencing. But I honestly just contacted my old job, and I'm gonna be starting work in September with them. I'm just like, there's nothing I can do about this, but just wait on them to tell me what's going on. But eventually this pain will go away and surpass, and all will be good, right? So yeah, I just don't think I'm in the mental space to be dealing with anybody right now. So that's why we're gonna get to relationships. As for relationships, I am bisexual, as you guys know, right? I just don't see myself dating anybody right now, at least not this year. I think this year I should focus on me more. And maybe next year I'll start dating again. But I like women and men. What's my type, you might want to ask? Honestly, I'm more into the nerds when it comes to men. And when it comes to women, I'm more into the bougie girls, like girls similar to my personality. Girls who like anime too. I mean, I would love for my girlfriend to be into, you know, if I have a girlfriend, or I don't know what I'm gonna have. I don't know if I'm gonna have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I don't know. I might even have both. But like, you know, like I don't know what I'm gonna end up with, who I'm gonna end up with, you know. But I just like someone who's into science, anime, bookworm, and, you know, just similar to me is what I'm into. That's my type. I am my type. Now I just sound so conceited. But yeah, I haven't dated a girl since 2020. 2020, yeah, 2020, because I met my ex-boyfriend 2020, end of 2020. So yeah, I haven't dated a girl since 2020. It's been 5 years since I last dated a girl, and I honestly don't even know how to talk to a girl yet anymore. I don't even know how to approach a girl, and I don't even know how to tell a girl is. I mean, I could tell if she's lesbian or if she's into girls. I could tell if the aura is there, but like I no longer know how to flirt with a girl. It's been a minute for me. It's been a long time of taking okay, it's been forever. So, but yeah, I think this year I just want to focus on myself, and then we'll try again next year. But I was talking to this guy for a month now. We haven't met in person. We've just been texting. He's very sweet. He's a nerd like me. Loves anime. Loves playing video games. He's not physically ideally my type. I'm just gonna be honest. He's got the glasses. Clearly, I love the little perk they do. So cute. He is white. But I just feel like me and him will be better off friends, because I do want to change. I do want to start dating my type. I've always dated guys who weren't my type because I feel like my type would break my heart. But my guys who weren't my type broke my heart and cheated on me. So I don't know what I was trying to get at, honestly, at that time. But I want to start dating people who are my type. When it comes to women, when it comes to men, I want to date my type. I'm tired of being scared to date my dad because I can pull my type. I can pull my type. You know, not maybe right now because I'm not myself. You know, I'm not like confident. I'm still confident, but like I'm not fit as I used to be. But like when I was fit, I could pull my type. I know this because there was a guy in my building named Fine as Hell. A lot of the girls in the building liked him, and I got his number, and he was like, "You asked me my number when I'm about to leave in literally a few days back to California," because he was going to SU, and I was like, maybe I might be in California one day, and he was like, okay, so he gave me his number. But that's when I knew like I can pull my type. Like that was my confirmation in 2023. I knew I was like I can pull my type. Okay, my type wants me to. I'm just scared to be with my type because my type will make me X. I would be all googly eye. I would be flustered, and oh my god, like I would be the shyest of the shyest. I would be quiet as hell. You know what I'm saying? The way guys act towards me because I'm like above their league or whatever they used to say. That's what they said. I don't really care. I don't see no leagues in people. I just see a human being that's fine as hell. I want to be with you. That's all I see. I don't see no leagues. But to them, I was out of their league. And to their friends, I was out of their league, right? How they would look at me all like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm with this girl. That's how I would feel. And my ego wouldn't let me. My ego did not want to feel that. My ego did not want to feel that. I didn't. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with relationships. Friendships, I only have 2 friends. Well, 3. I only have 3 friends right now, and I'm content with my 3 friends. I think as of right now, I don't need any more friends in my life. I have my cousin, who's my friend, and I have my best friend, Shaq, and I have my friend, Queen. I think the 2 females and the 1 guy friend is more than enough for me. I'm cool with one of my other friends, but him and I, we just keep clashing, and I honestly just don't care for that relationship that much anymore. It was a nice 10 years of friendship that we had. We grew apart, you know. We just don't align no more. We keep clashing, and I'm just tired. So that's where I'm at with friendships. My pets are healthy. Yeah, speaking of pets, I think I told you guys in one of my vlogs, my weekly vlog. You guys will see that in the end of this month. But my sister's cat Benito passed away last month. It was very out of nowhere. It was abrupt. It just happened out of nowhere. He was healthy, fine, just like these kittens, and all of a sudden he just started looking sickly, and I rushed to order medications, and you know, I changed his food diet. I'm like, maybe it's the food. I tried everything, and he just would not budge. He just got worse and worse. And so one day we woke up and he was gone. But sometimes you just can't save. I've been saying this to myself the past 4 months. You can't save everyone, and when it's someone's time to go, it's their time to go. So yeah, it's still sad to think about. Like there was 5 kittens, and there's only 2 left out of the 5 kittens. It's very sad. But that is all, guys, for this little video of life update. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but thank you guys so much for sitting here and listening to me talk to you guys about life and how things are going for me. Mentally right now, I am content. I'm not sad. I'm not happy. I'm just content. And I'm enthusiastic about being in therapy and getting the help I need. My therapist is thinking about putting me on meds for my ADHD, but I don't think I need meds. I personally don't like medication. As you guys know, if you guys have been subscribed to me for a long time, I don't like going to doctors, and I don't like meds. So I told her I want to try to avoid medication. She's like, we can do it small doses. I don't even want a tiny dosage. I want no part in medication. Is what I told her, and she's okay. So we're gonna try our best to not get me on meds, but if I have to get on meds, then I have to get on meds. It is what it is. Because I do want to work on my impulsiveness, like impulsively buying stuff impulsively going somewhere. If someone upsets me, instead of calming down and thinking through things, I just snap. Well, I used to. I'm a little better now, but that's how I used to be. So I feel like I could just work through these things through therapy. So wish me luck, because I don't want meds. But that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog, in my vlogs. Bye.
Am I really that much?